What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You already know what time it is. You in the Birdcage with your boy, the historian. You either get right or you get left. Hey, hit that like and that subscribe button for us. We're definitely gonna get into the Falcons right now tonight, talking about the preseason that's coming up, and we're getting ready to do the damn thing tonight. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and just grab something to drink, eat a little something. We're gonna take care of you tonight. Y'all be easy. Let's get it.
Okay, y'all, this is it.
Welcome back. You already know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. It's the Birdcage. The Raheem Morris is here. Preseason game, regular season game. I don't give a damn. We getting ready to get into this thing tonight, baby. This is what we do. We've been waiting for this. It's time. No more talk, as Uncle Willie D would say. If you don't know who Willie D is, go ahead and pull out that Ghetto Boys album or whatnot. Get really acquainted. I had to use his line. No more talk, baby. We here. So without further ado, I'm not gonna keep this thing hold it up and just talk trash right now. I gotta bring in K Dub into the building, and I gotta bring in Gray Beard when we can see the whole face, not half of his face. There we go. What's happening, fellas? Let's get it.
Hell, yeah.
Hey man, give me my helmet and my shoulder pads. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Already good to be in the building tonight, Birdcage.
Yes, sir.
Subscribers and followers. You know what time it is. Preseason
Yes,
action.
baby.
Tomorrow. Get up, get ready to go. Here we go. Let's go. I love it.
What's going on?
What's
going on, man? So again, we're in a position now where it's here. No more talk, You see what I got up behind me. I got Penix and I got Vic. The last quarterback that we had with the name Mike was very dynamic. Just didn't have the players that this man has right now. So maybe we get something better with this kid. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. But we already know Kirk Cobangs is going to be our guy starting off. And the beautiful thing is both of them have a great relationship right now. Kirk is actually taking care of the kid, looking out for him. And Penix is learning from this dude. Like watching how he's carrying himself as a professional, just how he's handling the huddle. I mean, it's just the little things that Penix has started to do, and you're seeing the results of it because you hear a lot of the veteran players talking about it, coaching staff, the reporters, and the journalists. It's a beautiful thing to see that he's already catching on quick, but we know when those live bullets happen, that's when we're going to see the real Penix come out or whatnot. But I love the fact that he's learning how to be a professional right now, man. How do y'all feel about this kid right now and what he's going to probably do tomorrow night when he has his opportunity?
Well,
Content. Football is a tough game for tough people. Kirk Cousins. Go ahead,
uh,
Caleb.
oh no, I'm just saying. I mean, everyone knows, and if they follow the Birdcage, I've been with Penix from the early beginnings. I think he's gonna light it up, and he's gonna have. Of course, you're gonna have some rookie mistakes in there. You know, maybe he could throw a pick or two, but he's gonna show the signs of why we picked him as high as we did. He's gonna show the promise that he needs to show. Uh, I believe it's going to be a hard decision. Like, they've already made the call that Kurt Cobain is going to be our starter, but I think it's going to be a hard decision once the fans see what we really got in that present under the Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying, when they unwrap it, because like I say, I know he can make the wild throws and the deep throws. The things that I want to see really out of him is the short intermediate throws and the easy throws. So if they protect him well, and I wish they should, because I'm not so down on our offensive line like a lot of people on the panel and other content creators are. I believe our line is right mid par to half of maybe about midway of the 32 teams in the NFL. So I feel a little bit better about our offensive line than a lot of people do. I think sometimes as humans, and we have our own personal feel. We're only human, that maybe they just didn't want to really block for those guys that were here. I mean, you got to really like the proofs in the pudding there. You got some great elite quarterbacks that are going to be back behind center, and if you want to stay here in the city of Atlanta, you have to hold the fort down, and you got to make sure those guys stay clean,
I mean,
especially if you're protecting their blind side.
I
But I mean,
mean,
for Penny, go ahead, Greg.
oh no, my bad. I was just gonna say. I mean, I expect Penix to be a rookie. I mean, this is gonna be a very vanilla game, but I just think out of anything, we just want to keep Penix just make the throws, man. I mean, we expect you to make mistakes. We expect you to throw it like you KK of a pick or two, but we just want you to get caught up in the NFL speed, because we already know that it's night and day from college to pro. Because if anything, we just want to see how he does when he have pressure. We want to see him in a 2 minute drill. And man, we just want to see him go out there and just make throws, man. I mean, we just want him to get the nervousness, because he's gonna be nervous. Anybody that say that he's never nervous on their first game is a lie. So man, I just think we just gonna keep Penix, just go out there and just play the game, man. I expect all these rookies to make rookie mistakes, because that's what they're supposed to do. But in closing, Kirk Cousins is gonna be our day one starter. You don't pay the man $2 million. I mean, $100 million to get on the bench. So we just
Yeah.
want him. We just want him to learn as much as possible and get comfortable in the offense.
No, yeah, that's the same thing. I'm backing up to say the same thing. What I'm saying is he's going to be better than what you're thinking. I'm just saying he's
Oh,
going to show out and he's going to make some mistakes, but he's going to give him the time he's going to basically open some eyes. This first game, it's
no
not going
doubt.
to take him. It's not going to take him a whole lot of time to show what they've been saying in camp. Been raving in camp. He's making big strides. You're going to see it because he played a lot of football in college. But I mean, I'm gonna quit talking. I'm just let him prove his point tomorrow, and then we can go on the after reaction show, and then I can say I told you so. So there you go.
You ain't gonna be able to say I told you so until he do it in the season. The hell with that. Now see,
This,
I'm no, you ain't getting it like that. Preseason
man,
gonna be the damn
Hey,
thing.
look.
you already know this
No,
gonna be
hell no. I
vanilla.
want to
This
see
gonna
it
be
during the
vanilla.
season when it count. That's
You
when
are,
that's when I want to hear you talking. That's
you
when I
are
want to see you standing on that square. Right now, I want him to get the feel of the game. I want
right.
him to understand the speed of the game. And my thing is I want him to be great. That's my thing, because
Yeah,
as long as he's great, that makes this organization great.
but
Because
that's
at
my
the end of
that's
the
my
day,
bar. That's my bar for him. I want him to be great even tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
and
talking about the
here's
first
my
season.
thing. I'm not expecting much tomorrow. If he does well,
Exactly.
I'm glad for that. But I want this kid to get the ropes and get the speed down before he even gets a chance, so he's not like a deer caught in the headlights.
No,
That's
of
what
course,
that's what I
but
that's what I want.
they're not gonna be going like regular season speed because it's
Oh, I
preseason.
know.
So I need
But
you
No,
but
to
here's
but
I
people
need you
gonna
to
be fighting for
excel in the
jobs.
minute.
preseason. I
I
need
see
you
I
to
gave
excel
y'all
in
a
the
few
pre.
minutes to cook. Y'all gonna give me my 2 minutes now. I done sat back and I got quiet. So y'all hold up. So I'm just saying this here. with him, you have to understand this. There are going to be guys trying to get jobs right now. So again, there are going to be some guys going 100 miles an hour, not the starters, but you're talking about the guys that's trying to secure a roster spot so they can get a paycheck. So again, there are going to be live bullets. I just want the kid to do well, period. I don't give a damn whether it's preseason, season. I want him to do well because right now, we're the focus of the NFL because we pissed off a lot of people when we took them. And I'm happy about pissing off the NFL.
Absolutely.
I don't mind. See, here's my thing. I don't mind being the bad guy. Y'all know that. I don't mind being the opposite. I don't mind being the one that's going to stand up in front of the organization of the contemporaries that follow the narrative. I'm okay with going against it. That's what make us in the Birdcage unique. We always going to stand on our own squares and we going to go against the narrative. As you, we always go against it. And I'm fine with that. But in this situation, I want him to mature. I want him to groom. I don't want any hesitation because when we unleash this dude on the league, I want it to be like how Jordan Love was last year.
Fearless.
I want him to be just like how Jordan Love was when he was just eating everything up.
No, I want him to do all of that, but I have a higher bar for him. You got the same expectations, but I want him to showcase things tomorrow and going forward into the regular season. Of course, he has to sit behind. Of course, he has to sit behind Kirk Cousins, but that don't mean I can't be out here showing out right behind you.
I don't want to.
You just want to talk trash. That's all you want to do.
Yeah, I really don't want.
I told you so.
I don't want to talk no trash.
You gonna talk trash? Hold on. You gonna talk trash anyway? That's just K-Dub. All we gonna see is this. I told y'all so. I'm standing on my sweat. You gonna have a moment. I'm just waiting for that day.
I actually want to see the kid from Illinois play tomorrow. I want to see. We cut him?
Yeah, they cut him. They cut him a couple of weeks ago.
When?
About 2.5 weeks ago, they cut him.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's what I was trying to figure out.
We bro. The only one that's still around is Odu Hilaire. He's fifth on the depth chart at their receiver spot. So again, he's gonna be one of the ones that I've been talking about for the longest. No, Casey is still here. We're talking about John Paddock, his quarterback. Mark, what's going on?
Damn.
They got John Paddock and whatnot because they have another guy that's in that has a little bit more experience than he does. So, hey, good luck to him.
Yep. So the supposed heir apparent, like he's supposed to be another Brock Purdy.
I'll put it this way: he'll get an opportunity elsewhere. Just because he's not here in Atlanta, don't mean he will. Good luck.
But we talked about this on the last show. We said
we did, and I have no problem with standing on my square. And I tell you this here: we didn't give it to him, but somebody else will. So again, I'll stand on my square on that one. With no, it's okay. He can be petty all he wants to. He just better hope. Listen, all I'm gonna tell you is this here: you just better hope that our quarterback don't throw any picks tomorrow night without touchdowns, because you ain't gonna hear the last of it. Just like you're doing this. Remember this. Hey, I'm gonna say this like the old people say. Remember the toes you step on, because it could be connected to the foot that kicks you in your ass.
I'm not stepping on any toes, man. I just remember topic from last week's show.
And, I have no problem with admitting that.
In other words,
I said, ain't nobody coming for Penny because he is the top 10.
Nobody said he was being for.
Nobody said he was coming for Penix.
You're not gonna cut nobody like that.
But what I'm trying to get at, he said, let's develop him and have him in our offense and to be like the next Brock Purdy. I said, this guy, we should develop him and then try to trade him off. But they had other plans. They just cut him. So that's what I was saying.
But here's the thing. You sitting there saying that like no one was coming for that. No, the thing is this. He's here. He was a #1 draft pick. We have no problem with it. That's who's here. But at the same time, he ain't bulletproof. So remember, this is a business on top of that, because we've seen first-round quarterbacks get traded, like a Trey Lance, and lose his job to a guy that was literally Mr. Irrelevant. We've seen that in other organizations too. So again, we got our first-round guy, but we're not going to spend too much time on it because we'll be here talking about this all night. We got other stuff we got to get to tonight. But again, no one's untouchable. The NFL stands for not for long, as Jerry Glanville will say. Doug Plank said the same thing too. You can be a first-round draft pick today, and you can be gone tomorrow. It depends, just on the organization. But moving on to our topic right now. And speaking of the offense and whatnot, unfortunately, Rondell Moore is out
Oh man,
for the season with the knee injury.
get
Now,
well soon, my guy.
so Rondell Moore is gone. Casey Washington's had a lot of buzz during the training camp and whatnot about he's definitely been showing out since he's been in Atlanta. The question is, who else is going to step up? Because we really are limited when it comes to our wide receiver depth. That's the other issue that we have right now, too. Just
Did we
like
just
last year.
did we just sign somebody?
We did. Former Bolitnikoff winner that came from Pittsburgh. I can't think of the guy's name right offhand, but we just signed him. He's been a practice squad player for the majority of his career. He hasn't even really been a guy that's been an impact player in the league as they projected him to be. So we got a body, but at the same time, we're like we said, we're one injury away from that wide receiver core being thin because
Well,
again, we don't have the depth in that room like we need to have.
well,
Just
this is
honestly.
well, games like tomorrow, we're gonna see all the wide receivers play, and we want to see which wide receiver is gonna take that next step in the offense. Like the kid that we've been arguing for, lightning in the bottle. That's who I nicknamed him to be. I forgot his name. Uh, we want to see him play. We want to see our draft pick that we picked from Syracuse play. We just want to see who gonna take that next step now that Moore is pretty much inactive reserve and pretty much out for the season. So I expect all these guys to just go ahead and be chomping at the bit and at least try to make this team, at least try to get on the practice squad. Cause I agree with you, man. Everybody got something to play for tomorrow.
Exactly.
If you're not a first or second round pick, and you like a freaking walk on something like that, no, you got something to fight for because you're not trying to be the first cut.
Yeah.
You're definitely not trying to be the first cut.
I mean,
What's going on, Octavius? We took it outside of the church house, which we call the potted line with the Waynes. We decided to change the plate up since we playing against Miami. We decided to hit up Fontenot. We decided to hit up Fontenot and Morris's House of Grits, as you can see in the back. I'll pull the guys down so y'all can see the background
deep.
is what we got. We got that, we got that fried dolphin special getting ready to go on, $14.99, side of hush puppies, fries, you know what I'm saying? Got the hot sauce, tartar sauce. If we don't have the dolphins for you, we got Maui Mai. We have so many different things for you at the Fontenot and Morris House of Grits and Fish. So y'all definitely come through with that.
Man, shout out to Octavius with the dirty deacon, man.
Hey man, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I don't know what possessed me this week to really think about. I guess about fish and grits, and I don't know, I come up with the backgrounds and stuff. I don't know what possessed me to think about fish and grits this week. I was just hungry.
Fish and grit is a meal that can go anytime, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can't go wrong with fish and grits.
K-Dub throw down on some hellified fish and grits. That's the chef right here, man.
Oh yeah, I throw down on all of it. But yeah,
yes, sir.
But we're getting back to the Moore out for the season. I believe we just keep our ear and our eyes and keep our nose to the ground for guys that are on the other rosters that may be getting cut or maybe be a cap casualty.
And remember, I said this the other day. I said, and you just mentioned it because I talked about this in the chat because me and Scoop, shout out to the Black Wall Street Journal, our guy Scoop. Me and Scoop went in yesterday about this whole thing. And that was something that I mentioned about, like K-Dub just said, we were talking about free agency because, again, you're going to have teams that's going to be cutting people like we're doing right now. So just because people get cut now, they can also be brought back because we've seen guys get cut now and they get brought back for the season because of depth issues. We've seen that many a days with the Falcons. So looking at it, I can honestly see us probably, quiet as it's kept, we're going to probably talk to Brandon Ayuk, but I don't see us bringing in Brandon Ayuk, even though I would love for him to be here. But at the same time, when you look at the
we got a lot of people to go and
there you
oh, what's up? What it is?
That's John.
Give me that.
He said he want a fried croaking sandwich. Hey, we got you on the line, John. Hey, we gonna drop the link probably after the next topic, and you can come on in here, and we're gonna bring it up for the fans to come in because we want to talk to you guys too
Hey,
about what's going on tonight.
did you hear how much the Steelers are offering to try to get this man? $32 million a year.
Yep. But here's the thing: the going rate. If you look at the prices, the money that's being spent. Because K Dub said this, Scoop said this, and I talked about this too. I said the money is going to be spent in the trenches first because you have to be able to have a pass rush.
We need it.
K Dub talked about the quarterback spot. Period. He talked about the quarterback spot heavy because we were talking about Penix, and we also talked about Kirk Cousins when we brought him in. He also mentioned you got to spend money to make money. So the other thing that we didn't talk about that Scoop mentioned, you're gonna have to pay wide receivers. That's the way that the game is going.
Oh yeah.
Wide receivers and quarterbacks are your high commodities.
Jefferson don't reset the market.
Exactly. Now here's the thing. I hate it for Bijan, but he ain't gonna get the money, even though he's a first round pick, like these wide receivers and these quarterbacks are getting, even if he is dynamic. Because right now, the best running back in the league is Christian McCaffrey.
Do you think?
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
But he had the same attribute as Christian McCaffrey. By the time he gets to that contract, I think
that's what I'm. Do you think he had the opportunity?
He does have the same attributes, but here's the thing, though. Christian also was in the MVP runnings as well, and he also helped lead the 49ers to a championship. He was that missing piece, and he put that to the table. And they're not, think about it, if they're not going to pay Brandon Ayuk, they still got to pay Trent Williams to protect Brock Purdy's blind side still. And then you still, you already got Deebo Samuel making that money. So it's going to come down to your pass catchers because think about it. Pitts and Drake are going to be coming up on that money soon.
Right.
No, that's why we don't go get a Brandon Ayuk. We don't have the money to play around to pay him, and we still have to pay re-sign Drake, and everybody else is coming up under contract. We're going to get somebody, like I say, one thing about Terry Fontenot, he knows how to get those bargain basement players. We're going to find a quality guy, and we're going to add him to our roster, but that may be after week 1 cuts or week 2 cuts of preseason. We're just going to keep our ears and eyes open for quality guys because some people it may be a quality guy that they really don't want to get rid of, but they don't have the money to pay the person. So they just cut him. We can just swoop on in and get that guy. I don't even know who that player is, but we're going to have to see how it goes moving forward.
Hey,
it's gonna be interesting.
But here's the other thing you got to think about. Like we all talked about this from the jump when we talked about being able to this offense or whatnot. Now, this is everybody saying this is a way. I'm a traditionalist. Bill Walsh made it famous in San Francisco, but it is a Midwest offense. I'm going to always say that because he started this in Cincinnati, Ohio, back with Greg Cook. Take a look at that kid, by the way, and I'll just say this. This offense is catered towards getting the ball towards your playmaker. That's pretty much what it's catered towards. Now, we get Puka Nacua showed out last year. Cooper Kupp was banged up. But if you remember the Super Bowl run that the Rams went on, they spread the ball around to multiple receivers. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you look at it like, okay, which receivers are we going to use? Because tight end is going to be used. Drake is going to be used. Who is going to be that guy? Because Darnell Mooney has battled also injuries in his career as well and had issues with dropsies. He's had butt on his hands a little bit in Chicago. But maybe the change of scenery, you got a quarterback like Kirk Cousins who can put it on you or whatnot because he has some great catches in the clips. And Ray McCloud, surprisingly, has had a great offseason because, think about it, the 49ers got rid of Ray McCloud because he had issues with holding on to the ball. But he hasn't had that problem in Atlanta. So maybe the change of scenery puts him in a spot where he's going to probably end up being that slot guy now that Rondale Moore is gone.
Well, I mean, Kurt Cobain's talked very highly of the latter person you just spoke about, Ray McCloud. He said, man, he's going to have a superb season. I see about 1,600 yards out of this guy. This come from Kurt. So apparently he got a connection with this guy already. So he said he's going to have a really big time breakout season. A lot of people think it's going to be Drake. Drake. I want it to be Drake, but Kirk thinks it's going to be Ray McCloud. So, I mean, that's just a little tidbit I picked up, looking at interviews.
Ray McCloud is very similar to Jordan Addison with speed and size. Think about it. He put Jordan Addison out there last year in Minneapolis as a rookie, and they were cooking. Ray
Yeah.
McLeod has those same attributes of Jordan Addison. And remember, Jordan was one of the best receivers that came out of the draft that year. Transferred from Pitt to USC, still was putting up great numbers, and he gets to the league with Kirk Cousins and just is clicking. So now you have a guy that's very similar in his route running, his speed, and so many things that you have. It's just one of those things and whatnot. So let's see. Let's see what wide receiver. Mm,
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 I
I,
I seen him out there.
I
Like,
wouldn't. I would just go in my locker room. I would. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a guy by the name of Odu Hilaire that's in that locker room that definitely has more of an upside than Renfro. I'll take a chance on the guy that's in my locker room already that I know that came in as an pretty much as an undrafted, and he's already worked his way into the fifth spot, trying to get into the fourth spot right now. The guy that was an undrafted free agent that's still on the roster that hadn't been cut yet. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't and you can get him on the cheap. That's the other thing. You can keep him on the cheap opposed to spending money. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I like both of them, but if Hilaire can make the team, but if he's here, he should have already turned heads to make the team. I'd rather go out there proven commodity if he's going to be in that third slot or fourth slot receiver. So I kind of
yeah,
like I'll look at both avenues. I mean, if Hilaire turns my head in the next few weeks doing these preseason games, yes. But I will, like I said earlier, keep my nose to. And I think it's going to be a quality receiver that just you don't see leaving the team, but money issues. It might be a younger guy that pushes that guy on that team out. See what I'm
yeah.
saying? Really be a quality guy to fall right in that laps. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Terry Fontenot, I'm sure he's two steps ahead of us anyway. So I mean, it is
I
what it
mean,
is.
that's how he kept his job, and that's how he kept a job in New Orleans for the longest, man. And you look at it, Terry Fontenot has been a guy that has always been, that's always been dangerous when it comes to that. So I had to bring up the chart for you guys so you guys can see it. So on the receiver side of things, you got, of course, your running backs or whatnot, but on the receiver side of things, you got Drake London, Chris Blair, Austin Mack, James Washington is the gentleman that we picked up. Um, that
okay.
we picked up whatnot that had the he's a Blitnikoff Award winner out of Oklahoma State. He's like I said, he's been a practice squad guy majority of the time of his career, but he does have some NFL experience. So that could also play into our favor because he's another speedy receiver too. As you see, as we talked about, Darnell Mooney, Rondell Moore is out for the season. You got Casey Haywood, Josh Ali, who is out of Kentucky for my SEC fans who remember this kid. And then you got Odu Hilaire. They called him OJ, but it's Odu Hilaire, not OJ. And then you have for your other receivers, slot position, Ray, Cordero Hodge, Dylan Drummond, and Jesse Matthews. As I said before, we just lost Rondell Moore. So we're going to be shifting around, as you said before, and we're going to be in a situation to where things are going to be, how can I put it? Things aren't going to be bad, but I think things are going to be in a situation to where you're gonna see a Casey Washington have his opportunity to move up now that Rondell Moore has been hurt, and we're definitely going to see a lot of guys that are going to be moving in, as we would say, and putting themselves in a spot to not only make money but also make a roster spot. So
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's a lot of great things that's going to come from this. I hate it that we lost one of our weapons, but this is another way that we can show that we have some great weapons here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
look, yeah.
But
Like I said,
I feel like we still going to go get us another receiver with this type of league we playing in.
I
Because we
mean,
want to throw the football with Kirk Cousins. We got to have targets for him. I mean, if Casey Washington turn out to be the next, best thing to slice bread out there, then hey, look, we didn't have to worry about anything. But we
I
just
had
got
to
to see
pull
how
up.
it plays out.
right now, Damian, I really don't see nobody in free agency right now.
No,
No,
not in free agency. I got to see somebody get released or we make a trade or something of that nature.
Then again, though, we also got to look at the fact that nobody don't get injured. If they don't get injured, that player that you thought was gonna get cut, they might hold on to just a little while longer. So
hmm
health is gonna play a big deal on some of these roster cuts and moves.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I say you got to. It's going to be a week to week thing. I mean, before the week one game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe we bring in a receiver. I can't say who that receiver is going to be because like you said, it goes by injury, go like this, money reasons. Can we try and stay up under the cap? I mean, you got 31 other
Or
teams doing all kind of stuff, man.
we might just roll with what we got.
That's what we may do that if Casey Washington goes out and shows and proves, even though we took him late, and he
I
shows up and
think
shows out.
I think if anything, they putting all their chip in on. I don't think Kyle Pickens gonna have a really really breakout season under Kirk Cousins.
And
I
that's the
really
thing. We need
Yeah,
Pitts to have a breakout season. This is his contract year.
yeah.
We need this
Also,
man to do this.
we need other targets because we don't want them to,
man look
key on
when you
key on
got
Pitts like
when
that.
you got freaking Bijan, you can put out in the backfield. You still got freaking Tyler Algier, the freaking forgotten hero on the freaking team, and then you still got freaking Draco. You still got all these other wide receivers. I mean, you can try to key in on Pitt. We can throw to the other tight end we just got for the 49, our former Georgia Bulldog. So
Yeah,
I think
Charlie
Kirk
Warner.
Cousins,
Warner,
yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
Warner. Yeah,
So I think Kirk Cousins is gonna have plenty of weapons to facilitate the football with. He just want to keep some consistency out of Kyle Pitt and especially out of Draco.
So here's the question I got because we're sitting here talking about that now. We're already talking about the unsung heroes. Now, with the year that we're supposed to have right now, with the year that we're supposed to have right now, with the guys that we have here, the question is, are our guys just going to be playing for their contract, or are they actually going to be consistent once they get their contracts? Because we know we're going to see everything that we know we're going to see these boys diving for passes, going hard, but once they get their money, are they going to have the Devontae Freeman type syndrome? That's the question.
I mean,
I
Devontae
mean
Freeman was
that could be said about any athlete that's up for
he
No,
grabs.
was all right
I'm
till
not
he
talking
got
about any
hurt.
athlete. I'm talking about what's in house. I'm asking because we have a lot of guys that tend to get money, but then they forget that they still got to play on Sundays because we've seen that a few times.
I don't think it was much. Devontae Freeman wanted to play. He just was getting concussed too often. That man was getting concussed. Everything he got his deal. That man was getting concussion
And
He
after
must be down.
concussion
and
after
Warwick Dunn,
concussion.
and you know what was funny? Warwick Dunn was telling him, "Look, I was a small back like you." And Dunn told him, "You can't take shots like
Exactly.
you can't take those shots like that. You have to be smarter." So again, I get that part, but I'm saying once he got his money, he started getting banged up and things of that sort because even when he went to Baltimore, it was he just wasn't the same.
No, he
Because a
wasn't the
lot of
same.
guys get money and they're not the same when they get their money. Some guys are, but outside of that, I think with our offense that we're gonna have coming up this year, I really feel. Thank you. So he
Yeah.
said. So Wallace just says he says, well, we all he said we won't know until the player gets a new deal and see how they play. Yeah, that's been something that we've been dealing with for the longest, Wallace.
Yeah,
You
that's
know that
how.
Pretty
that
much
was
But
something
how
not,
that we've been dealing
but
with
I,
for the
but
longest when it comes to that.
yeah, I agree with Wallace, man. We just got, every player is a different, has their own animal inside of them. We don't know what they're gonna do once they get that money. I mean, inside, I hope that they want to play for the A and bring us our first Super Bowl and be part of history. You know what I'm saying? Part of something ain't never been done before, and be etched in stone here. But I mean, it's only a job to these guys. That's the key thing. Just like how I go to work, and you got people that's driven and have that greatness about them. Then you got people that can't show up to work on time. So I mean, it's. I mean, I don't know what kind of person they're going to be until, like you said, until they get the money, until they get the bag.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you can. At the end of the day, I think it always going to fall up on the individual or whatever. But I am expecting these guys to go out there and play hard, and really, really show that hey, they really want to be a part of the team for the long haul, for the long term. Because we don't want the drama and the freaking distraction like with Dallas going through with KD Lamb, or with freaking with the Bengals with Jameer Chase, or with freaking I mean, you just don't want players locked out, or freaking the 49ers with IU who want to trade. And now the 49ers like gotta give in, be like, okay, give them a trade. So we just want to be like what the Philadelphia Eagles did and lock their guys up before the even draft even started. Which I
Mhm.
thought that was genius by that GM. So I think Fontenot gonna make that happen, and he can be like, "No, we don't want no distraction. We want to be able to roll into the season, boom, 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 with all our players locked in and get ready to go at it."
Because the last thing you want right now, and we're all seeing it, we all know the markets are being reset right now
Oh
for
yeah,
money. We
oh
all
yeah.
know all the markets from cornerback to, cornerback, wide receiver, quarterback. The market values for players is so different now. It's pretty much very different right now.
It's night and day. It's night and day.
Yeah, because you pretty much see that the going value for quarterbacks has gone up. You look at the value for wide receivers has gone up. This is the highest that we've seen. Pretty soon, ESPN did an article about it. You might see one day, and they spoke on it, possible quarterbacks getting $90 million a year.
I believe.
Possibility
I
because
believe
of
it.
the way that
I
that
believe
price
it.
is going up every year.
And then you got to think about it. The NFL is playing more games now. We're getting more TV deals now. Now we're playing more international games that I don't mean within the past 20 years. We're playing in Brazil, playing in Germany. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been playing in the Germany,
I
NFL,
mean,
Europe, but now it's being more frequent than often. I mean, come on, man. We
I
might be
mean,
playing in
you got
Greek. We might be
yeah.
playing in Greek pretty soon. So I'm just saying,
And that means your ticket prices get ready to get even higher, and merchandise.
sky
I
high.
mean, like the
Don't
good
don't
thing
worry
about it
don't
is
worry about the merchandise. Birdcage gonna have something out there for y'all pretty soon.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
I got to throw that plug in there. Go ahead, K Dub. I'm sorry,
no,
I
no,
would
but
have
I'm just
forgot.
saying, all they're gonna do is just price out their true fans. But I mean, like I say, I can always watch from the crib on these nice TVs that they sell. So I mean, if they don't want us in the building and they want commercial, corporate, franchise people, and they go ahead. You want to up us a Diddy, suit wearing guys, but I mean, if you
Yeah.
want them real diehard red clay GA ass fans in there, then y'all better do something. Y'all need to come out with a
Well,
what they call it? What now they have,
no,
low income housing, then they have low income tickets section.
hey, hey, you know what? But you know what? You speaking of low income tickets. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got some low income tickets right now. We're getting ready to start this party right now. The Birdcage will be in Atlanta for the Saints. Excuse me, let me correct myself. The Bagheads versus the magnificent Dirty Birds, September the 29th at Dave and Buster's in Marietta. I'll have the flyers out, $25 a ticket, covers hard hors d'oeuvres. If you want food yourself, if you don't want the hors d'oeuvres that's gonna be provided, we're gonna have waiters and waitresses that are gonna be around taking orders or whatnot. So, and a cash bar. It ain't on us, cash bar, bring them singles from the city that you spend with the shoe models or whatnot, and go ahead and tip the bartenders up at Dave and Buster's. So we got a little something coming up for you guys. I'll have that information out for you guys. So just a little plug or whatnot we throwing out or whatnot. Birdcage is we finally got our first party coming to the A, baby.
Yes, sir. Okay, looking forward
So
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
gotta make sure we do that.
Come on up 75 to Mayweather and hang out with your boys
Yeah,
of the
but
Bird Cage.
yeah, I mean, do you think the running back market is going to get up?
No, I can tell you that now because running backs are disposable at this point.
And
Think
then you
about it.
can,
You had Nick Chubb, who was one of the best running backs in the league before he busted his knee.
and he
That
got a $30
Cleveland,
million deal.
think about it. And Cleveland was fighting him to not give him that money. You had, think about it. The running backs in the NFL had a Zoom meeting about the money that they weren't getting. Think
Shoot,
about that. The money that they were not getting.
Derrick Henry,
So
prime example. He was supposed to be a cowboy. Cowboys
exactly.
wouldn't give him that man 2 years, $10 million.
And when you talk about it, let's be real about it, man. It's a lot of I'll say this. It's a lot of money out here that's being dispersed. The running back position is not an every down back. Running back by committee has pretty much taken over the NFL.
True.
Period. The days of I'll be honest with you, it hurts my heart to say this because it pissed as a kid, I was pissed off, because I'm a Walter Payton fan. That's my idol right there. I'm a diehard Falcon, but at the end of the day, my idol is Walter. That's my guy. I'll put him above any back that y'all want to say, because the numbers are there and the footage is there. But you look at it, those days of seeing a guy that's going to be an every down back, that's going to run through people, do this every play, get 20, 30 carries a game, those days are dead now.
Yeah.
Now you're splitting carries where a guy might get 10 to 12 carries, but he's also going to get like 5 receptions, but they're going to split that with the other running back that they have. So The two-back system has always been around.
But now it's
You know,
pretty
it
much
just wasn't
paramount now.
exactly. It just wasn't glamorized. Go back. You can go back to the days of the $1 million backfield with the San Francisco 49ers of the 50s with John
Gee.
Henry Johnson, Joe Jet Perry, and then you had Hugh McElhenney. And then you had Y.A. Tittle at quarterback, LSU grad, Heisman, wasn't a Heisman Trophy winner, but he was nominated for it. That backfield was back in those days, that was a lot of money, but it was $1 million all the way around. But when you look at it, that backfield was split three ways, just like we did in Atlanta the past couple of years. So it's been around. Joe Gibbs, his system. You had you had Harmon, and then you had Riggins, and then you had Joe Washington that was coming in that backfield. So there are many teams, and there are many teams out here that run multiple back systems, but it just wasn't as glamorized as it is now. It just wasn't.
I mean, they got to make themselves of value. I mean, go out there and make these guys have to pay you. You make yourself like a value, then they're going to have to pay you. But I mean, no one told you to choose running back as your key position. You need to be trying to be a cornerback, be a receiver, be
What?
something
So
else.
you pretty much trying to
But
fake out running back?
hold up. But then you got
I'm
some
not
guys that
phasing
get
out running back.
converted to that position, though, bro.
But what I'm saying is, if you know that's the going rate for that position, quit crying over spoiled milk. You still making more than me and you and Miss Graybeard when we go to work. So I mean, stop bitching and
But
crying
here's the
about
thing,
what
though.
these guys making.
I'm going. But here's the thing, though. I gotta stand against you on this
You got
because at the
kickers
end of the
making
day,
more money
there
than
are
running backs.
there are some guys that were pushed to that position because of what coaches wanted, even though they could play other spots. Think about it. Michael Parsons was a running back coming up. He was supposed to go to college to be a tailback. He was that good. But the problem was, it wasn't a problem, I'm sorry, because his coach got him paid. His coach transitioned him to defense. Parsons liked playing defense, but he didn't love it like that until he pretty much saw the money that defensive ends were getting. So that was the reason why he went over there, because Parsons was like, I wanted to be a tailback. And he had the numbers up here to do it. Trust me. So
I'm
hold on. We got
saying,
William in the building.
I'm not saying that players can't get pushed into a different position. What I'm saying is these guys feel. This is my opinion. I'm not speaking for everyone, but I just feel like if you can make the NFL as a running back, then just be happy with that. I mean, what's the problem? Because there's a lot of people can't make the league. They may be a receiver, they may be a cornerback, but they can't get into the league in that position, and they just shut out the league, or they have to go play in a different league. What I'm saying is, okay, I can make the league as a running back. I'm gonna take the contract that's out there. That's what they're paying. So they paid more back in the day when you took more of a beating, but I mean, you're sharing the load now. So
But here's the
K,
problem, though. There's no guaranteed money in the NFL like it is in the NBA, and also in
Major League
Baseball and in hockey. This is the only league that doesn't have guaranteed money like that. Doug Plank came on here and talked about that. Think about it. And that was back then. It was like that.
But it's been like that. They don't have a guaranteed contract. That's a
and
part
again,
of
the players' unions been fighting for that.
I want them to get some kind of guaranteed contract, but right now, and it hasn't been since I've been watching football. So it's like you need to try to aspire to be a professional baseball player or professional something else, because you should already know it doesn't come with a guaranteed contract.
You're gonna pay a generational talent.
So I got a question for you. So Bijan, now you got Pitts, you got all these other guys that's about to get all this money or whatever. Now you got Bijan. If Bijan puts up the numbers that Christian McCaffrey does and balls out, and say he's the guy that carries us and wins the Super Bowl for us, I'm just using this hypothetically in a positive hypothetical.
He's gonna reset the market.
Are they going to try to pay him? And are they going to pay him market value? Here's the question: are they going to pay him market value? Or are they actually going to pay him the money that he should get?
He's going to be
a little bit more light over there, bro, because we can't see.
I think it depends on who his agent is. If he got Kirk Cousins' agent, he's gonna get paid.
Shoot, hey, can we hold up? We need to get Kirk Cousins' agent to help negotiate our doggone salaries or whatnot for the JOB that we all work in. The hell with that.
That dude is a legend. That dude is a legend.
So we got our boy Mr. FMLA in here. You know I'm gonna get on you about that BS that you said in A1's chat or whatnot. Those boys over there at 95 Sports Machine. You said Parsons is going to Carolina. Ain't no way in hell Jerry Jones trading him inside the NFC. He's gonna probably put him in the AFC before he bring him over here because
That
it's a
Pre-
possibility he can get.
he will let Dak Prescott walk before he let him walk.
Respectfully, because they got cap space next year. I'm going by the cap space with a team
And
who.
but you going by the cap space, but why would you trade a great player like that into a
No.
division where you could possibly see him?
Cowboy fans,
They're
when
not
we
in
vote,
our division. I'm sorry, not division. You could possibly see
in
him
the NFC
in the playoffs or whatnot. We know Carolina ain't getting there, but if they do something miraculously somehow figure that out, he ain't gonna trade him to an NFC team. That ain't happening.
he gonna get
That's too
paid before
risky for him.
Dak Prescott. He'll let Dak Prescott walk proudly before he let Michael Parsons got there and get signed and trade. And not
Exactly.
happening. Not happening.
Yeah, but
Jerry
yeah,
ain't letting him go.
No.
I ain't gonna be that long though, fellas, man. All I got to say, man, really, my prayers got around there more, man. That injury. Once I heard that they had the aircraft his leg, I already
Yeah.
knew it was gonna
Yeah.
be bad.
It was
After the
bad.
season, Great Jared said something like his heart felt for him because he not been through that experience when we lost him last year in week 8. It was a total on our defense, but man, I'm happy that we got dealt Rondell Moore. I think he gonna be that third slot receiver. And we got to see out of KC Washington and Josh Ali and the rest of the wide receivers, see who can compete for that fourth wide receiver spot. But man, it's looking good for us, man. Like I said, I predicted us to be 12-5 or 11-6. I know it's gonna be some tricky games late round before our bye week. Then clutch games like around like October, but we'll be as long as we be healthy. That's gonna be the main key, and we both be consistent on offense and defense. Now I don't
Yeah.
want Jimmy Lake to be like Ryan Nelson, but if he keeps the defense, the team scoring in the red zone, getting turnovers, and getting the defense off of third down, getting like turnover sacks, whatever, interceptions, we good, man.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Lake's gonna figure things out on his own. But what helps him out is he's got Jerry Grant in the building with him. You got a veteran, you got a vet, you
That
got
higher.
one of the best defensive minds in the game.
Fact.
Period. Not just as a defensive backs coach, but also as a defensive coordinator because he's had some great defenses under him. Unfortunately, he just didn't get a ring with those defenses, but he's had some great players. And you can look back and see some of the guys he's gotten great potential out of with some of the teams that he's had. Some guys were overachievers with their skill sets. He didn't always have these great talented players around that he could just allow the talent to flourish because he's had teams where talent didn't have they didn't have as much talent as we have on this defense now. Now, I think Durlis is actually going to be one of the most dangerous players that we have on this defensive line,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I really believe Brandon Durlis is going to be one of the most dangerous players that we have, and I think him and Zach Harrison are going to be the ones that are going to really be the nastiest pass rushers that we have. And the kid from Washington, I can't forget about him either.
Oh, Trice.
Brian Price.
I think Trice
I
is going to be
forgot
great.
about him.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
can't
ain't
forget
forget
about
about
Trice.
Hey, look, I think
That's a
he,
I
Jimmy Lake
forgot.
guy.
yeah, because everybody kept
And
screaming that we need to go get the guys out of Alabama, and I think he's gonna be the steal of that draft. He's gonna be, hey, look, man,
It-
I'm
The
ready
I
to
two
can.
go.
the
I.
two
I.
best players out of that draft is going to be Trice.
Or
And I'm
Jared.
talking about the guys that were drafted around that area. It's gonna be Trice
Or
and that
Jared
boy
Verse.
Chris Brazil that was the outside linebacker slash DN. He was better than your boy Dallas Turner at Alabama. He was the one that got slept on. That was the one that caused problems. And I can tell you right now, he's gonna be the one that's gonna have the better career than Dallas Turner. I can put money on that.
And before I go out, man, is you gonna be at Philly, man, out there in week 2, man? Yeah or no? Or you gonna be at the New Orleans game? Because I know you say you coming out there to Atlanta. I was trying to see if you gonna be at that
So,
game.
what? What going on with y'all, man?
Hey, what's going on, Stunts? Hey man, hey, hold
What's
up.
up? What's
We
up?
got kids that watch this show, so if you naked, man, you need to cover up. It's a
No, I
PG.
ain't naked, bro.
It's a PG-13 show, bro.
Yeah, man.
My
Can't
I'm
be
just
bad.
rated
messing with
R.
you. Hey, but getting back to you, William. Like I said, I'll be here in Philly, but I'm not going to that game. I'll probably end up going, like I said, but I am gonna be in Atlanta because we're gonna have our party September the 29th, man. So I'll hit you up
Yeah.
on Facebook or whatnot. If you want to come
Okay.
through, tickets $25 or whatnot. We're gonna have a game and then we're gonna do a live show on the
Yes,
spot
sir.
for everybody
Well,
after the game.
well, let me get my black ass in the back in this kitchen, man. I was still with my friends. I'll be in the back. Listen to y'all, man. Salute.
Yes,
Hey man,
sir.
go make that money, William.
Go get that
Oh yeah,
money,
yes, sir.
man.
Gotta run it up, man. Gotta run it
All
up.
right, go
Yes,
do that.
sir.
Do that.
Yes, sir. What's going on,
What's up,
Stunts?
Sean?
And we got the cricket deacon has
Ooh.
joined us tonight. We got John in
What's
here.
going
So
on with y'all?
this getting ready to get good.
Oh yeah.
Look who done joined the party.
Hey,
Oh, I
Nando
see
saying
what
yeah, Nando said quit streaking.
what's going on with yeah, that's my uncle, man. He be telling me to come on here, so shit, I finally decided to come on and stop being
You might
good.
as well. You got the Falcon tattoo on your arm.
Oh yeah.
You literally
Yeah. Yeah,
just
you in there.
you
Oh, you
in there.
know,
You in there. You come on in.
I'm
Come on
family
in.
bound,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Come on in. You in here. What's
John, what's
going on
going
with you,
on?
John?
Gentlemen, how you doing?
How you doing?
What's going on, John?
Oh man, it's getting close. It's getting
Oh yeah.
close.
Oh yeah.
Getting
It
close.
here. It here, man. It here.
John, you
Always
look
here.
John, you look nervous as hell, boy.
You do look nervous. You do look nervous. Like you get ready
Hey
to take a
man,
test.
I am.
You
Shoot.
look like you about to get ready to take a
Hey,
test.
listen, the Falcons ain't gonna do us like the Hawks did us this year, man. You ain't got to worry about that. We'll be all right.
Or the Brave. Shit.
For the
Um,
Braves, don't talk about that right now. It's a
Whew.
sensitive
Oh,
subject.
Whew.
in the
That's
yeah,
sensitive.
hospital, look here. In the hospital, the EKG machine read the same.
what's up? Oh, what's going on, man?
A heart attack is a heart attack is a heart attack. So shoot. Look,
so, so wait
they
a
don't
minute.
want to
So,
know why. They want to try to keep you from dying. You know.
Whew. Turn
Hey
the
welcome
damn
to
man.
the
off.
building,
Turn it off.
Nando.
Turn it
We
off.
got Nando in here too.
Land over
Welcome,
the dead
Nando.
home.
What's good, panel? What's good, family?
What it is,
Nando.
what it do.
you know
What it
what?
is, what it
I
do.
gotta do it right.
Big
Hold
J,
up.
what's up, baby?
Wait a minute. I gotta bring y'all in right. Welcome to the Fontenot and Morris House of Fish and Grits. Welcome. We got all the fish and the grits you want. Hush puppies, sweet tea. Got some beer over there for all my folk. But what's going on, man? We got a little summer segment that we want y'all to talk about.
Oh
Because we've
Lord.
been talking about this. We've been talking about the Falcons and the Dolphins because we're gonna have a show tomorrow night, and we know we're gonna see you. So I want to bring out something for you guys. What triggers Falcon fans? Gotta ask this question.
What's
Interception.
up, my guy?
Dumb,
Look, you know what? I
guys
might be crazy as hell for bringing. I might be crazy as hell for bringing John in here with this one. John, you look, listen, you limited with what you gonna say tonight. You ain't finna have no hour to talk about it because you got a
Oh,
lifetime full of stuff.
damn,
Man,
you
Well,
get a
I mean, look,
you get a
trigger.
lifetime.
I have medication now that helps on that triggering part. I got medication now. See, hey, cause
You see,
man, look,
the VA give me my happy pill, so the Falcons can't depress me. I got my
hey
stuff.
man,
Happy.
I already took mine, right? I already took my medicine. I'm good.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for it. Hey,
Uncle,
if you got
Uncle
Uncle
Nick.
Near support it, hey John, you give a free advertisement on this show now.
hey man,
Hey, if they not gonna be a sponsor, they can't have no damn advertisement on here.
hey man. Now I could have held up. I could have held up a clear. I tell you what.
He
Uh-oh.
got
Gonna
the
Here we
let
go.
shine over there,
Here you go.
Lord.
Here you go.
y'all go
Here you
guess
go.
what this is, and I'm gonna leave
That's
that
shine
alone.
in the water bottle, John.
That ain't
Y'all,
it ain't H2O.
y'all just
That ain't
guess what
H2O.
that is.
That
That's
ain't
a
H2O.
moonshine. That's
That
that
ain't
Look at here,
H2O. I'll tell you
That's
that.
that stuff that's gonna have you slobbing like a mule.
man.
Exactly.
When my grandma and them was doing it over there in South Atlanta, some of it fell off and took all the hair off the cat, and they started naming their brand Skull Cat.
Oh hell
So
no.
let's get to it, gentlemen. So we got moonshine that's burning cats or whatnot. But let's talk about stuff that
Boy.
burns fans a little bit, things that trigger Falcon fans. And what do you think is not, if we do well this year, how do you think we're not gonna be triggered? So I'm gonna start with Stunts in here tonight or whatnot. He normally doesn't come in like that, but then I'm gonna bring it on down, and John, I'm gonna let you be the last one because I know you coming with it tonight.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
get the collection plate for your ass tonight.
Uh-oh.
So Stas, what you got, man? Like, what triggers you as a Falcons fan, and what do you think is going to put us in a position where Falcons fans won't be triggered, or yourself won't be triggered as a Falcons fan?
Well, man, like I say, like long as we start off, you know what I'm saying, hopefully we don't start off 0-3 or none of that like that, man. Cause that's all I'm hoping, bro. I just hope we start off right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what I'm worried about. We just got an injured player, and so I'm really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just want to just start off right, man. We can start off on the right foot, and hey, I have confidence going on towards the season. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What going on? What I see?
White lightning.
Yo.
Nando,
That's
Commando,
the reason why I came in. Come on, man. I was like, man, let me stop being lame and come on in, man. Talk to my folks.
Hey, man, you extended family in here, bro. We got to play the fish and grits over there in the cut.
Yeah.
Kind of good as hell right now.
Nando, what you got for us, bro?
Yeah, first off, I'm gonna get my order up, man. I want some of that perch, man, with some of that cheese in them grits, man.
Fact.
And we got the perch over there, but we also got a nice fish called basa. If y'all have never tried it or whatnot, light, flaky, good seasoning, and it goes great with the grits. Might want to try it. It's Japanese catfish, bro. It's on point.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, my thing that my triggers what has been it's been the since Matt Ryan had went down, man. It's been quarterback play. Because I blew my one gasket I blew last season was the Jags game and the Minnesota game. I lost it that Minnesota game.
We all did.
I remember you inboxed me before we did the benediction. I remember that.
Yeah, that was bad.
Let's just say the language he used in there, I can't use on the show.
You said it's PG-13. We just gonna go ahead and keep it clean on here for the children.
We can drop a word or two. It's just not every other word. We can drop a word or two. It don't matter. But it's just not too bad. The stuff you said in there. That's
we're gonna keep it clean. We know it was ill-advised word, but we know what time it is.
That's how come he had the name was given to him Toxic Smith. He had to get up out of here, man. Yeah, we gotta get that joke off, man. Here I'm with John, man. Give me some of that John ball to run him on off him in here. I'll tell you.
So what for you would not trigger you besides that nice bowl of cheese grits over there and that fish we just put up for you? What wouldn't trigger you this season, sir?
Play that.
What wouldn't trigger me?
Because you talked about what would trigger you. You already said what triggered you, quarterback.
Right.
What wouldn't trigger you?
Shoot, Kyle Pitts had scoring over 12 touchdowns.
Damn.
We got to see that unicorn horn come out, man. The Birdcage got to see that horn. I want to see it.
Yeah.
We ain't saw that 4 years ago when MR2 was driving that thing. So we got to see some results now.
No, I saw the rainbow tail. I saw the rainbow tail coming out. I ain't see the horn.
I saw the
rainbow. I saw the rainbow mane coming out.
Come on, man. That's
the horn ain't came out yet. I want to see that horn.
Come on, man.
Was he a My Little Pony or was he the unicorn with the rainbow?
Another haymaker to the midsection.
As Coach Brant would say, Brant's gonna be with us later this year. He's been busy with some things. But if you remember, it was an episode that we had of the where Coach Brant was standing next to that mule that he owns because he owns cows, mules, and everything. He said, I want y'all to say hello to Kyle Pitts. So in other words, that's where the mule joke came in at. Brant did that.
We lost to the Jets.
I forgot about that.
We lost to the Brent was standing next to that mule and had a bag of oats, and he pulled the bag of oats down, and the mule looked dirty. Kid you not, you can go back and look at the episode. Brent had that mule standing right next to him.
He did.
He said, y'all say hello to Kyle Pitts. That's what he called him. He said, stop calling him a unicorn until he do it. So Brant was the one who called him a government mule. That was Coach Brant. That was not me.
I thought that was Coach Cam.
No, that was Brant.
That was
Brant started that.
John,
matter of fact, John came in on that episode. Remember?
Oh yeah, he did.
John came in on that episode.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I don't want to see a unicorn. I'm gonna tell you what I'd love to see. I'd love to see a centaur, mythical creature, half horse, half man. I'd love to see a centaur. The hell with a pony. A centaur can fight. That's the difference. Give me Kyle Pitts. I need you to turn into a centaur. The hell with a mythical unicorn, a pony. I want you to be a centaur. Half gladiator, half horse. I need you to put hands on jokers. That's what I want. But
well, for me, my trigger is. Oh, I got a couple of triggers. The first trigger is
you only get one because John got to go.
Well, I'm telling you, these two are gonna tie in. These two are gonna tie in. We make one of my triggers is we can't complete football games. We can't complete it when the crunch time is when it's crunch time, and we need to go ahead and kill the deal. Instead, we give it away for free, and we take that L. And my second one is we make garbage ass quarterback look great. Every year, we let freaking Elroy Jackson from the freaking Minnesota Vikings beat us, and he only had like 2 minutes to look at the playbook and get the snap count from the freaking sideline. We let
It go back to QB play, man. Every two downs, the defense right back on the field. So it go back to QB play. That helps everything out too.
Lord, you called him Elroy Jetson. Lord.
Then we let Pretty Boy. Then we let Pretty Boy Levis light out behind.
Levis is not a pretty boy. Levis is a underwear model. Remember that. That's what he got paid for. He's a draws model. We got
he put three
draws model.
We put 3 tugs on him. Again. Pretty Boy Levis.
Again, he got that bonus from Fruit of the Loom. What you mean?
Mr. Haynes well of the year.
Then we let Aaron, are you taller than a 5th grader Murray, run all over us after coming back from 18 months. So,
he had on his platform shoes that day against us or whatever. And
ran all over.
It's my thing. I'll say this, with those scrambling quarterbacks, we got to punish them with the defense this year. Period. If anybody runs, it's like this. I'm willing to take a 15-yarder to set the tone. I'm willing to let Helms go ahead and knock somebody's jock strap loose. One good time.
But that loss from Carolina, that did it for me. That did it for me.
Don't bring back bad memories right now,
please.
I mean, you asked what triggers people.
No, that hurt my feelings. He just hurt my feelings because that was that day that I actually cussed on here. And I'm talking about not the normal cuss words. I actually said some stuff, and I had to put money in the jar, the cussing jar that we got. The imaginary cussing jar. I had to put some money in there.
9 to 6. I call him okay. 9 to 6.
I agree, Dre. I agree with you on this. We have to punish quarterbacks to set the tone early, especially ones that want to run outside of the pocket and they want to scramble. Guess what? Hey, I'm willing to take a 15-yarder just to let them know that every time you come through here, you're gonna get your jock strap knocked loose. Period.
Well,
I'm telling you. I'm knocking jock straps loose and I'm breaking backs. You shouldn't be going. I'm gonna tell you just like this. My mindset, and I guess I'm old school. I'm like this. You shouldn't be sending them to the hospital. You need to send their ass to the morgue. Let the paramedics ass out.
Damn.
That's my mindset. I'm tired of seeing folks come in here on our defense.
That's why Helms got to start, man. Richard Grant, y'all go ahead and put him out there on that toast and get him out of there. We got to get Roll Tide in the game, man. At the thumper. We got to get him out there. Y'all done see him in that practice last week?
They said right now, Richie started, okay? So everybody gets get there.
Of course they going to give him the starting job.
Let's get there that
experience.
Let's get to that.
Man, Killian, man, I'm already sweating. That's gonna be a loss. Every game he started is gonna be a loss.
You see what Dre? Y'all see what Dre said?
triggered.
I'm rooting for Richard to get a Pro Bowl this year, man. I just want to shut everybody up.
No,
I'm
he
rooting for
needs
this.
spot play.
Wow.
Spot play,
Hey,
play
KO,
his
Richard,
ass
KO,
on down special teams. Spot
I'm gonna
play,
tell
play
you
his
right
ass
now.
on special teams.
I'm
That
rooting
man.
for him to get the hell with that. I'm rooting for him to get traded. I don't want him to lose his job. I want him to
He's
get
not gonna-
traded.
He's
No,
not
I'm
getting
for real.
traded. He's not getting
Let's be
traded.
real. At least I said I want him to get traded. It's guys that I said I want to have pink slips. I never said that about him or whatever because hey, maybe another coach can get him because if
Finally
Jerry
on li- I'm
Franklin do
finally
nothing
on
with him,
live with Neto.
John. So we got John coming
on the
into the
Facebook
building,
phone.
man.
I mean
Cricket Deacon.
Somebody got to mute
on the
that
live.
mic.
Yeah,
Big Jerry.
I just muted Stunts' mic real quick. So Stunts is
Yeah.
trying to get his thing straight. So John, here's the question I got for you, my brother. Hey, what's going on? We got another Falcon fan in the building. How you doing? How you doing?
okay.
But John, what triggers you, my guy? And
Lay it on.
Oh,
I'm about to put on this music, man. You know it's about to go down.
We know, John.
Yeah, it's
Hold on,
finna
wait
go
a minute.
down. Do we have the Jeopardy music?
No, we ain't got Jeopardy music. But here's the thing I'm gonna do for y'all before he gets started. Y'all can go ahead. We got the
He got
the Cricket Deacons collection plate, as we have in the black churches. If you don't have a great collection plate, you know what this is. The plastic basket that they drop dollars and change in. This is what we're doing. We're in the house of Fontenot and Morris Fish and Grits today. We're not at the Birdcage International LLC Baptist Church today. We are in the house of Fish and Grits. So we will be passing this around for the new building fund and the party that we are throwing September the 29th. Deacon John, go right ahead. You Cricket Deacon, sir.
You crooked deacon, sir. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood that what I'm about to say is sponsored by the law offices of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Oh
man. Now let me tell y'all something.
Let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook.
My trigger is stupidity. My trigger is stupidity on the football field. Stupidity in the locker room. Stupidity in the front office. Stupidity in the back office. Whenever stupidity takes place, and I know how much money these people are getting paid, and I see stupidity still coming through after all this money that you guys are being paid in order to do things, that triggers me. I mean, it's just like farting in front of a big lighter.
Damn.
I'm on.
Damn. Wow.
I mean, it's a methane explosion for me because my team represents us. The Atlanta Falcons represent us. When we go on Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Sunday afternoon football, whenever, you represent us, especially when we get those national games. And see, I still have this memory of Falcons standing around a football that nobody trying to pick up on an onside kick.
Jesus Christ. Please don't remind us, Lord.
Hey man, and
John
okay,
is giving an example for the stupidity. Let him go. Let him go.
Man, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it there at stupidity. You know, that's my trigger. I'm sorry. That's my trigger.
But John, that's a logical trigger, though, bro.
That's just my trigger, man. Because see, I mean, look, all of you, everybody that's a fan, that's been a fan for a while, even the people who have played Madden on PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Xbox, all of this. John Madden was teaching school. John, if you don't know how to play football after playing Madden, something wrong with you. And there are certain things that you don't do. There are certain mistakes that you don't make. Okay? You know this. And if we know this and we paying to play the game, how in the world are you making 10, 15, 20, $30 million as coaches and advisors, as players or whatever, and you making stupid mistakes that we can't make? Because I mean, man, it's just horrible. And then the announcers do us no justice. When they see it, what do? Oh, now that was stupid. Why did he do that? Oh, that's so damn. I mean, and then I don't have nothing to say.
You can say that, John. Go ahead. You
Go
can say
ahead.
that.
No, that's as far as I need to go. I'm in. Look, I'm in the building fund is short this month already. Now they don't. I ain't going to that damn church. Them jokes be cussing up in there.
That's how we gonna get the money. Shoot.
No, hey, Ryan. Some of them preachers, their prayers get cut up in the ceiling fan. Don't even leave the room. So I ain't gonna do that.
Oh man,
I ain't gonna mention one, but I ain't gonna mention one of them. No, a former College Park preacher. I just leave it like that. Them prayers ain't never leave the building.
Man, yeah.
Dang,
That's what I'm
like
like
that.
man.
Everybody know when I say College Park, everybody know who I'm talking about.
Everybody know who you talking about. That man with the doggone ATM in the church.
Yeah, we know.
That guy. Oh my goodness.
Y'all didn't know that?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't know that?
I know who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, shoot, the east
Y'all
side,
didn't know that man got an ATM.
Doggone Eddie Long church like that too. They got it set up on every corner.
Man, he got a $40 million jet from the church.
Y'all ain't, hey, how they say, y'all ain't got to worry about it. We got the machines in here. You ain't got no money. We got cash up. Y'all can make sure y'all donate to the church. That's what it is.
The build me up fund.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, in the Birdcage sanctuary, as we would say, we let y'all keep it real up in here. So again, we ain't asking for much. We just want something for the building fund and the party for the baghead game. That's it. We ain't asking for nothing. We ain't trying to get the $1 million jets like some of our other contemporaries have.
Buffalo dollar.
See, you weren't supposed to mention no damn names in here, man. You know, he might have we might have one of his damn people up in here. He might try to get us out of here.
And shout out to the Saints, y'all. They ain't winning the game this year. They putting the bag back on.
Hey,
let y'all know
that. And here's the thing: that Saints game that's supposed to be coming up September the 29th is a throwback game too. If everybody didn't know, that's a throwback game.
Okay.
Payback.
Yeah. So we can rock some throwback gear that day.
Payback.
All right. Hey guys, matter of fact, I'm headed past your way. I didn't have my show last night because I thought I was gonna have to try to outrun that hurricane headed to Connecticut. But I got to head to Connecticut and guys, you all have a good show, and I'll see you guys when we get back. I'm hoping I can make it to a hotel room by the time that the game comes on so I can watch it. But if not, I'll be tuning in to y'all, and I'll be relying upon you guys to give me the scoop as to what was good and what was bad tomorrow night.
Well, you know we're gonna have the party line of the benediction tomorrow night.
Okay. All right.
Hey, you know what?
Be careful out there too, John.
You know what we gonna do, John? We probably might end up bringing it back to the House of Fish and Grits tomorrow night. That's what we might do.
All right, hey man, that'll work. That'll work.
Yes,
you know, just like them two churches that got their money from Arthur Blank and still got a building fund.
Ooh.
And still
on that note, we will be passing around this nice blue ghetto collection plate for y'all folks that's up in here. Y'all can donate to this building. At least our building fund is gonna get made.
They thought we were looking. They thought we were asleep. They thought we were asleep.
Wow.
Hey John. Hey, all I say is this, John. You gotta check in with us tomorrow night, man. We'll definitely be looking forward to having you on the Benedict. Yeah. Well, we really want the party line tomorrow night. That's what we want. So we can talk. We ain't
Hey,
trying to
look,
talk benediction. I ain't
Harden,
trying to
man.
pass out no holy water or no moonshine at this fish and grits house right now. I ain't doing that. We
All
trying to
right.
have
Hey,
champagne.
see you guys later.
All right,
All right.
John. Appreciate you coming through.
All right, Big
Yeah,
J.
yeah, we
That
promise to
was
do our
John, the
best.
cricket preacher, that comes through here
You
and
know?
I show y'all check him out on the eye test
Ted.
on YouTube or
Yeah.
whatnot. They talk Atlanta sports on there. Definitely a great show. One of the
What the
folks that
fuck
we
you talking
support
about? You gotta have
out here, man. So we definitely appreciate y'all for coming through, man. And again, you guys, we appreciate y'all for coming through tonight, man. Y'all talked about what triggered y'all tonight. Y'all talked about we talked about the values of the
Already.
quarterback. I want to get score predictions and
Hey,
I want to get who your breakout players are gonna be for tomorrow night. I'm gonna start with Stunts or whatnot because this is his first time up in here. So
I
Stunts, what you
know.
got for me?
Hey,
What you got for me with the score
man,
prediction
I'm
and the
just hoping
breakout
you know
players?
we don't start out the season 0-3, bro.
Don't hear
And the new breakout player, I think that boy Kurtwood gonna take us to the promised land, brother. You hear me? I think he gonna take us to the promised
damn.
land. You know what I'm saying?
Go
You know, we just gotta
negative.
just stay healthy, and you know what I'm saying. We'll be good.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You heard me?
Yeah, we
I
hear
heard,
you.
I
Oh,
hear
we
you,
hear
bro.
you perfectly.
That's all I'm hoping he stay healthy, bro. That's all I'm hoping because we got a hard, tough schedule, man. And I ain't gonna even flex, bro. We got a real tough schedule, so we gotta stay healthy, bro.
That schedule about as
Look, see,
tough
I
as
got a Saint
$2
fan right
steak.
here, bro. Look. I
Oh
got
hell
somebody. I
no.
got a Saint fan right here. She said we ain't gonna do shit.
What's that?
You wait a minute. You
Yeah.
ride in the car. Wait a minute. Hold
Mm-hmm.
up.
You right with
You
No,
that.
that
riding in
them
the
a
car
girl.
with
Them a
with
girl.
a
Them a
bag
girl,
head?
man. Them a girl, bro. Them a girl that you know they. Them a
You know
girl.
what? I ain't. You know what? I ain't finna get
House
you in the
divided.
doghouse because I was about to say something. So I
Yeah.
understand. That's your lady.
Oh yeah, she gonna
There
man.
go
House,
Look,
Cook.
hey,
But
bro,
hey,
it's
but
a it's
understand.
a
But
my
hey,
bad.
tell her this. But
it's a house
understand this
divided.
September 20 on September the 29th, when we put that foot between they in between their hip pockets.
The sheer disrespect. How dare you?
Hold on. First off, wait a minute. First
That
off, hold up. Wait a minute.
shit.
Hold, stop the press. Stop the damn press. First off, you ain't finna come in my house. My
Uh-uh.
house. And you a damn
Mm-mm.
Saints fan talking that bullshit. Excuse
Listen.
me on
Okay.
language, but damn it, I got to get
Mm-mm.
on this here.
Mm-mm.
You my homeboy, you my homeboy lady. So I'm gonna keep this curtail. We gonna put foots to y'all monkey asses this year, and we gonna sit there and take y'all hearts this year. And guess what? We about to own the division. And when we get our championship, we definitely gonna have more to talk about because at the end of the day, y'all got a trophy right now. We don't, but at the end of the day, y'all ain't got a damn thing right now that's touching us right now. That's
Right,
about it.
right. It's pre Ryan, pre.
That's about it. I don't say, listen, you love your lady, boy. I'm gonna tell you this here. Don't put yourself in the spot where she gotta make your ass walk now. I'm telling
Don't
you
listen
that
to
now.
me, boy.
You in the
I'm
car.
with you, Ryan. Killer K. I'm with y'all,
We'll
boy.
look, we'll talk the trash for you. You don't do it. Because the
Yeah,
last thing we need to do is hear
nephew.
you off the hook.
You close that lip, boy. You got to sleep with
Yeah,
her.
you in the
Yeah.
car. She
yeah,
Yeah.
driving.
yeah,
You
yeah,
you
yeah.
Yeah.
riding.
We got
You know what's going on,
house. It's just a house
Yeah.
divided around there, huh? House
Hey
divided.
man, hey, you know what? She came in here just like T.I. did on ATL and threw some money in my face, just like Big Boy. Oh,
Oh,
so
she
so
from here.
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
So
That's fine,
So
bro. She
disrespectful.
from
disrespectful.
here. She from here, and man,
Wait a minute,
Oh,
she's
boy.
so
from.
in other words, she misguided right now. Pretty much. She
Yeah.
been misguided her whole life.
Misguided and really undecided. Boy, you need to get on work.
Or what she dropped as an infant, and the brain just ain't healed properly yet.
Nah, I think the left side of her brain ain't working. She done swallowed some Tabasco sauce from Louisiana and been hooked.
What?
gotta, gotta.
Yeah.
Let me know. We're gonna leave it alone.
But you like the Saints though.
When you
You say
said
you a
Saints,
Saints fan.
when you said Saints, that's watching enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So in other words, so in
Oh,
so
she
in
just
other
like she just want to go
I
against the
like other
grain.
teams too. I like other teams too. I just
hey,
don't like the
Stunts, you better
Falcons.
What?
take your girl
Any
off the camera,
any
boy.
any
Hey
team
man, hey,
nephew,
it was
any
nice to
team
meet y'all,
nephew
bro.
root
It
for,
was
she
nice
Hey,
to
don't
look,
meet
like.
you, K.
that's even worse. She ain't even
Great
got no
beard.
allegiance. That's even worse.
Any team nephew
Man,
roots for, she don't like.
y'all,
Hey
Yeah,
man, look.
you
Hey,
did want to
but
go.
man,
You want
hey,
to go
look,
against the
I
grain.
I gotta
until
get you,
they
Stunts. I ain't
win,
gonna
hey,
get you in trouble,
until
dog. I'm gonna
they
leave her
win,
alone.
until they
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl, I don't want no part in the
Hey, I'm gonna
Falcons.
tell you this
My
here. When we win a Super Bowl, you can't jump on that bandwagon. The hell with that. You
Hell
claim
no.
allegiance to the
hell no.
Saints. No,
Hell
sir.
no.
No,
Hey,
sir.
You better not wear
I,
red and
man, I
black.
like
No.
more
Mhm.
than
Hey,
Cause
one
we
look,
gonna
team.
look. He definitely
first
I
finna
one,
call
like
you
more
out.
than one team.
hey, first
That's
one to
what
go
you
get a
didn't
T-shirt.
listen.
First
Yes,
one to
what
go
you
get a T-shirt when
didn't
we win the
Nope.
Super
I'm
Bowl.
gonna tell you right.
I
Listen,
will.
ladies and
I like
gentlemen.
other teams. I just don't like the Falcons.
You must be a Cowboy fan too.
Oh
I
man.
had to mute.
come on, nephew.
I
Come
had
on,
to
watch
mute
this.
my boy Stunts' mic real quick because I'm getting ready to say this uninterrupted right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tell you just like this here. You either got one squad or you don't. And the only squad that we rocking with in this camp, we're red and black, and it's got a bird attached to it. Damn it,
And
it's nothing else.
forever
Look,
feast
look, we
ain't
allow
tied
visitors to
down.
come in the house. Hey, we allow visitors to come in the house, but I'm gonna tell you, just like this right here, when you come in the house, you don't step on my couch like this, like you Rick James, because I will Charlie
Come
Murphy
on.
your ass.
Yeah, like you got
I'm
to
letting
go.
you know now, we gonna break both your legs. You step on that couch with muddy shoes. I'm telling you.
And Black
I'm
Magic.
telling you.
You a cold guy.
Hey man, she on some other stuff there. But Stunts, man, we appreciate you coming through, bro. But that right there, that's gotta go. Hey,
I'm
you
pray.
might
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
pray
drop.
for
hey,
you.
Listen,
man.
you
Hey,
need to
my,
drop her off in the Lake Chattahoochee right now. Real
he ain't
talk.
gonna drop
You
me
need to
now
drop her off in
because
Lake
I'm the one
Chattahoochee
who
right now.
pulled up on him. Now
Uh
mind
oh.
your business.
Uh oh.
Oh, see
Hey,
this.
hey,
Yo,
you
he gonna
good.
want.
You
Hey,
good.
Hey,
You
look,
exactly.
good.
Scott,
You
we don't
good.
want no problem. We
No
don't want no
Hey
problem.
man,
problem,
we
Scott.
No
defend
problem.
home, man.
Wait till the season start. I'm gonna be on here more often, bro.
All
All
Man,
right.
right.
I fuck with y'all, boy. Y'all like family. I love y'all, boy. Hey, nice
Hey,
menu, Killer K. Nice menu, Great Beard.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
hey
man,
I,
for
man, we
sure,
got
man.
you know what it
hey,
is.
hey man, we gonna have some stuff coming out for a party or whatnot. You and your lady can come through. We ain't got a problem with it.
Oh,
Definitely.
that's a
Look, she
big.
coming out with the Saint stuff. We gonna clown, but we ain't got a party. We gonna show
Oh no, I
love
ain't walking
too.
around with her with that. I told her she can't wear that around me, boy. I ain't gonna go
Oh yeah,
around.
yeah,
Hey
yeah.
boy,
You got
you
to put
get
the
ready
man.
to
You
get
got to
put.
put the man law down there. She can't wear that.
But
Yes,
let me tell
sir.
you something. I don't
Hey,
have
I'm a
no.
real
Hey,
diehard.
she, hey,
Hey, man,
hey, bro,
Falcon
she
fan.
gonna put
I
you out the car.
don't
You
have
talking like,
no jerseys. What
Oh man.
all right, son, y'all be
Hey, look,
Nando,
opposites
Nando,
attract, baby.
your nephew caught up, boy.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah. He in a whole mess. He got to lay with the enemy.
Look, and
Every night.
what make it bad is he riding in the car too. So he might look after he showed out with us like that, he might need a ride. You might want to check your cell phone.
Hey, I believe he adapted some of my lineage because I just laid with one 5 years now. My ex was a Saints fan, so you know, man. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
tell
already
you
I
this
Oh,
know
here.
so we
about to
getting the
put that head
DNA.
down.
So we getting the
I'm gonna
DNA.
tell you this here. Ain't
hey,
no
Come
way
on.
in
truly.
hell I'm dating a Saints fan. It don't.
Hell
I
no.
can't do it.
I'm good. Mm-mm.
I'm look. I gotta
Boundary.
look. Like I
Boundary.
said, yeah, boundaries.
Boundaries.
I couldn't do it. I don't. Y'all are better than me. I never would do that.
Boundary. I'm
I
good.
see. I
Hey,
can't
look.
do it now.
Hey, look. You can't
Look,
help. You can't help who you fall in love with. But key thing is this house divided, and
during
I think
during
it's a
football
truly.
season, it ain't no look. During
It's
that
a
week,
true.
Man,
Man,
during hate week, ain't no love that week.
no
That's what I'm
love.
saying.
I mean,
It's a
see,
house. It's a house divided.
Hey,
it can be this.
thank you.
It can be the game before, like the week before. We'll play that Sunday before the Monday even start. Getting in the bed, she already started with jokes. I can imagine what he going through, man. I'm telling you that's a mess, man. Then you got to go all week, wait on Sunday. Then what do we lose? Then you getting it double.
Oh yeah,
This
you
what
getting
make
that
it.
work. You
Now
getting that
here's the
work.
thing, Nando. This is why I said this is rough. This gonna be rough for you this year too. If it's rough for us, here's the thing: Georgia and Bama play the night before the Falcons and the Aints.
Don't tell me
God.
about it. I already know. Don't
Ooh.
please don't tell me
I'm
about
just
it.
saying. It's
Ooh.
listen. We at least need the Falcons to win that game because there's gonna be some bad blood between Bama and Georgia fans the night before. That's Falcon fans.
Right,
That's the
right.
only thing that's gonna bring everybody together is that damn Saints game. I think that was planned out perfectly.
That's gonna be a stressful week, man. Good Lord.
Man, I'm gonna treat that week just like when we played Kansas City. That's a measuring stick week, man. You ain't ready. We ain't there.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I
Nando
mean,
talking about
look,
so she gonna have him sleeping in the front seat of the car.
yeah. You can't even get in the back seat.
God,
I'm
You got to
telling
sit in
you,
the front seat.
man.
no blanket.
I done did that too. Let the Falcons mess around and win, and I done got my jokes up on, and then they mess around and win. So you know, I went into bed that night. Yeah, he just it's an ongoing mess, man. He got a mess. I'm gonna have to talk to him.
I look.
Yeah,
I started
She came in spitting fire right off the bat.
That was a real blast.
Why did you bring her to conversation? You just kept riding and kept riding.
He brought her in the conversation, knowing that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, y'all know I defend this cage with my life. You know what's up with that. I don't play. I didn't look. We've had professional journalists come in here and try to start some mess, and I had to check that from the start. I'm not gonna name it, but you know I had to say something about it.
Oh yeah.
You ain't gonna come up in here disrespecting the Falcons, not on my watch.
Right.
Anybody else can have it, but I'll be professional about it.
I
But
don't know
you're
what
not gonna
he was
disrespect the
thinking
Falcons
about.
on my
I don't know
watch.
what he was thinking about. He should have left that alone.
Like, that was a setup right there, bro. Like,
that really was a
Nando, you
setup.
got to school that boy. So,
Man,
ladies
yeah,
and
I'm gonna
gentlemen,
have to pull a nephew to the side and whip something in his ear, man.
ladies and gentlemen, if y'all just tuned in, one of the guys that we had on here, my guy Nando, his nephew, my boy Stunts, diehard Falcon fan, had his girlfriend, who is a Saints fan, better known as the Bagheads, in here. And she started off talking mess. It's the only time that I get fired up like this because Saints fans make me Earl. They just make me Earl just early. Just
That's why I was talking about the offer. I already got the bags ready.
You know what? See,
I already got it ready.
Now see, we gonna end this on a positive note. She done got my damn pressure up. I'm already ready to jump on the Saints fans' ass right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm right there.
Had to take the chat up. Take it up another notch tonight, baby. That's all.
And we ain't even at September the 29th. We still got 2 months. And you see what these jokers is about. They coming in here starting mess. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all Saints fans that might be tuning in. Thank you for the likes and the subscriptions because y'all want to pay attention. But y'all come up in here, y'all better show some respect up in this camp because that's your ass, Mr. Postman. You come up in here because us Falcon fans will be with it regardless.
Yeah, we're always with it. It's forever.
I say this, man. Like we say in the city, man. Them Saints. Now we got Raheem the Dream, and we got some stuff going. Them Saints fans about to turn into some fresh cutty. I'm gonna tell you that now. We finna get it. We finna get it.
Man,
they finna turn to that fresh cut. They fresh cutty right now. I got a coach and I got a GM. They got their mind right. Hey, well, I'm gonna take you like the hill. Hey, they done turn to some fresh cutty right now. We just gonna hit 85 on their monkey asses. Shout out to the young bloods, baby. Added crew, you know what it do, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'd have shot them boys out, man. They raised me on the Alpines, man, growing up. But anywho, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through, Nando, as you always do, family. We're gonna have the party line and not the benediction tomorrow. So we'll have you coming through with us tomorrow as well after the game. We definitely look forward to it. Got to get Stunts up in here. Leave that damn Saints fan where she at. Don't bring her back up in this house until September the 29th.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And appreciate you coming through. We'll see you tomorrow, Nando. Oh, hold on. I got to bring him back with that. Hey, you just going to be weighing them out like that. hey. Y'all done got me started. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Fair use.
Yeah,
Fair use,
man.
fair use,
Hey,
fair
I
fair
thought
use.
we
use.
gonna be jigging tomorrow on the party
Hey, we
line
gonna be
show.
jigging on board tomorrow, boy.
Already, man. Thank
Y'all done
y'all for
got me
everybody that
started with
came
that
in
one, man.
tonight.
But hey, man, but seriously though, shout out to the fans that have tuned in tonight. We definitely appreciate you, man. We love you. And as I said before, we got this party coming up. Right now, we're doing the invites for the party. Pretty soon, we're gonna open it up. It's gonna be pretty much first come, first serve when we open it up. We just finishing up with the VIP invites or whatever with folks, and then we gonna open it up, to y'all, because everybody VIP, as long as you got that bird on your chest. So either way, you still important to us. So we
Yeah,
definitely appreciate y'all for coming through, and we love y'all, man. Seriously.
already.
Yes,
So
sir.
so thank you, Nando. We'll see you tomorrow. I know Wallace gonna come in here tomorrow, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Wallace will be in here tomorrow to give his evaluation. Great bid. Definitely appreciate you on that church organ or whatnot.
Yes,
That's
Yeah.
sir.
we might as well start calling you the choir director because you break out the organ all the time.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
that's the
I like
maestro,
that.
right? You know what? No, I'm not gonna call you. You're the maestro
Mm-hmm.
because you picked the perfect times to play that damn organ. So
Oh, that
shout
was
out to the
nice.
maestro, great bid.
The maestro, Great
Yes,
Beer
sir.
Sir.
TV in the house.
And then
Yeah, man.
my partner, my dog K Dub, into the building. Mister
Yeah,
the
man.
I'm. You know what? You're pretty much Johnny Cochran to like how Johnny Cochran was to OJ. You are Johnny Cochran to Michael Penix Jr. Because damn it,
Yeah.
I got to give
Yeah.
you that. You defend that boy like Johnny Cochran did OJ, boy.
Man, I had him.
And
Had him
hey,
in my eyesight.
hey, well, guess what? He in Atlanta, that ball in his hand when he put it down the rope. If it fits, we ain't a quitting. We keeping this one.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. We keep him.
yes, sir. So hey, I'm gonna see you tomorrow for the party line because
All
we gonna
right.
have some dolphin steaks tomorrow. So
Yeah,
appreciate
for
you coming
sure.
through tonight, fam. So, ladies and gentlemen, we getting ready to end it right now. We love you guys. We appreciate y'all. And hey, check us out every Thursday night, 8 p.m. We're gonna be live talking Falcon football, but not just then. Even if the Falcons play on a Monday night, Thursday night, it doesn't matter. We're gonna still be on live having a post-game show after every Falcons game, man. We plan on having the party line more than the benediction this year. Trust me on that. But anyways, we definitely love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the party line. I'm the historian. Shout out to the magnificent Birdcage crew that wasn't on camera, that's behind stage, that also keeps it locked down for us when it comes to our technology, our morale committee, and everything else that we're doing. So shout out to you guys. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow on the party line. So get some rest, get them lungs ready, because we're going to be right back here in the Fish and Grits house, hosted by the Birdcage LLC, but it's funded by Terry Fontenot and Mr. Raheem Morris. So good night, y'all. We love y'all. Peace.